you have been famous forever, it feels like. And these past few years have been absolutely huge for you. Last year, you won your first Grammy for your song Flowers off your last album. And you exuded so much joy and so much gratitude. And so I'm wondering why winning meant so much.
So I think I never admitted to myself how much it hurt me to not always be recognized for my work. And, I had a lot of songs that Flowers isn't my only big song. I've had other big songs, but it was the time that I got recognized for it. And I think I've hidden behind it didn't matter because then every time it happens annually, it would have hurt. And so when I finally did get recognized, again, it was just like an extra layer of that bandage over something that I didn't even know really hurt me. And, now I have enough understanding to say, like, I don't need to win, but like anyone, I want to.
Why do you think it took so long?
I think when you do things your own way, you're always, respectfully a little bit ahead because I like to open the door. It's nice when someone opens it for you, but I kind of like to be in front and open the door myself. And I think women that are loud and, like open with their sexuality, and I don't want to hide behind that, but I do think something of I think there's a couple things. Let's go back. I think from starting from being on Disney, you already have something that you kind of have to overcome, which I've never understood needing to overcome Disney or being Hannah Montana, because Hannah Montana was like a singer, and the music, I was never nominated for Best New Artist, which was totally cool with me. But at one point, I just think I kind of was the best new artist. And if it wasn't the best, it was the most impactful to a certain generation, that there should be some sort of recognition for that. And also the amount of work that I was putting in was so heavy. So I think with the Grammys, it was like overcoming Disney, overcoming the character. And then when I left the character behind, like all the way behind, like it was like, okay, cut. I am officially like so me that I think I just went so many steps ahead really fast. And I don't think that everyone could completely, keep up. But then also female rebellion has always been something that, takes a little while for critics and for, sophisticated shows to totally take that woman seriously.
There's a lot there to unpack. I'm really interested with the idea of having to overcome your Hannah Montana days in the sense of being considered a real artist, right?
Yeah, that's what I think it kind of was.
Yeah.
But there were other Disney artists that got nominated in that categories, but I believe, I don't know who else before that, but the Jonas Brothers. But it was boys, and so they didn't have like a character to shed. But because I wore a wig and I was a pop star, I remember being brokenhearted because the Jonas Brothers, I believe, got asked to perform with Stevie Wonder. And, I never got an opportunity like that as a young girl when, my show had been on air for years before, and I had everyone on that show with Dolly Parton. We've had Vicki Lawrence, who like taught me so many amazing things, so somewhere it actually was the greatest blessing though that those awards never happened, because I was recognized all the time by millions of people that were really, their identities were being formed by me. There's a part of them that's like a little part of me. I love that people became my reward, is that people loved me, and that felt good. But, I think, of course, every year, never having my name called, and I was just working so hard, and I did feel like there was, not necessarily saying I am owed it or I deserve it, but it just felt like, what am I not doing? Where's the math? Because I feel like if we're doing the equation, I feel like it equals some sort of, just validation.